Welcome everyone, my name is Eincrou, and this is going to be another edition of the August Final Farewell event in which I upload videos all August long. Today I'm going to do something that I've been hoping I would be able to do, which is upload a... Sorry, excuse me, I gotta turn down my speakers. Still don't have any working headphones. What I've been hoping to do is do a video on a game that works in 3D and upload, excuse me, that game in 3D to the channel. Now I haven't done that so far because of the fact that I've been mostly relying on my backlog in Steam for these games that I'm featuring on the channel. This is a great excuse for me to get into that backlog and try some of those games out and find out which ones I want to really finish up and delve into with full gusto later on. And well, this is an exception to that in that, well, first of all, most of those games are in my backlog because they don't work in 3D. Okay, and this game of course is an exception. This does work in 3D, and it's also an exception in the fact that it's not a member of my backlog at all. In fact, I just purchased this game about an hour ago because it's on sale this weekend as part of the Devolver Digital publisher sale. And I saw that one of my friends on my Steam list has been playing this a lot over the past month or so. And well, puzzle games, I enjoy puzzle games. It's one of my favorite genres of games, and I never really saw what this game was about until just very recently. Like Total Biscuit, I don't think he ever covered this game, and Total Biscuit's my #1 way of figuring out about new games that are being released, and Total Biscuit's horrific at puzzle games, so I guess that's why he didn't cover this one. But I'm going to be looking at this game. I did play the demo before I purchased it to make sure that it was a game I would have any interest in, and the demo was pretty cool, so here we are. The Talos principle. So first thing I need to say, since this is a 3D video, well, this isn't the first thing I said unfortunately, but it's one of the first things that I will say before we get started, is the fact that YouTube does not support 3D in the main. It does not really support 3D at this present time, because of the fact that the main video player is the HTML5 player, which has very limited stereoscopic 3D support. All it will do is put the video in anaglyph mode, and even then, since this is a full side-by-side video, that might not even look correct. So what you want to do is you want to go into the description of this video, and you want to click on that link that I've got there to a site that takes you off of YouTube to interleave-vr.com, and that was set up by Chris as a workaround for people that are by default using the HTML5 player on YouTube. That will enable the Flash player, which will allow you to disable the 3D if you can't watch 3D, or it will allow you to watch this in 3D with whatever format you like. And of course, if you have 3D vision, you should be downloading all your 3D videos and playing them locally. But for those with 3D TVs, you can watch this just fine with the 3D Flash player, which, again, check the link below. Alright, so let's get into this. Enough with the intros and prefacing. The Talos principle, my friends. I'm going to start right from the very beginning. I got the prototype DLC, just because it seemed like it was more content for about $1. So why not? There is a, I guess it's an expansion, which was not the full discount. It was only like 25% off. And since I don't really know too much about this game, if I'm going to like it, I decided that I will just go with the main game and purchase that at a later date. So this game has no 3D vision profile with NVIDIA. But as you're seeing, the game looks like it was made to work in 3D. Okay, this is looking kind of weird. Alright, look at this. This rendering is beautiful. Convergence is too high. That's an easy fix.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Alright, so as I was saying, this has no rating from NVIDIA whatsoever. And this is actually the first time I'm running this game in 3D, is right now. I just did a quick little test earlier to see if it would work in 3D, and all I basically did was see the menu screen, and I saw that the menu screen was working in 3D, and I was like, okay, I don't even need to go into the game. I know this shit's gonna work properly. It looks like they did take into account the 3D with this game. Though there is one big problem with it, and you can probably see it in the middle of the screen there. The crosshair is at screen depth. And that really sucks. But that's an issue I'm kind of used to, so it's not a big deal. I might even be able to turn it off. Let's check. The options menu in this game is absolutely insane, by the way. Let's see, maybe it's in here. Game options. Turn off that crosshair, baby. The number of options it gives you is just ridiculous. Like, you can change your field of view as you should be able to, and you've got these options, and you've got even more options. These are all on Ultra. The game doesn't work with SLI or Crossfire by default, but I was able to find pinned to the top of the Steam form for this game the way to get this game working with Crossfire or SLI. So I'm in dual GPU mode right now. It should be smooth. Performance on Ultra, especially since I'm locked at 30 FPS because of the recording right now. So we've got the first barrier. You need either a jammer or to activate a switch to get through these, and looks like we've got our jammer. Oh, the outlines are a bit glitchy there. So that's not good, but we're not going to look at those too much. Okay, and the door, a little bit of weirdness at certain angles, yeah. The game's not perfect, but it's certainly worthy of a quick look, at least in this video. And I think that at this stage, when I do finish the game, so of course I will finish this. This is the only game that I have purchased during this event for the purpose of playing. I'm not really trying to spend any money on this because obviously 3+ years, 3.5, almost 4 years of working on YouTube has shown me that YouTube is not something that's ever going to return a dime in terms of the investment I've put into it. Okay, you can die in this. So I'm not going to spend a single dime on you, the people of YouTube. I hope you understand. I bought this game for me. Not for you. Not for you. For me. Alright. So we got a little bit of terrain culling being visible here, which is not too great. Oh, you can do that. Okay. I guess that's so you can get back over in case you, for some reason want to. I don't know why you would. Oh, so once you hit the ladder, you automatically start going up. Alright. So the sprinting in this game is very different from the sprinting in How to Survive, because you can sprint infinitely. And you don't have just half a second window where you can sprint. I've seen these in the demo on the walls. I don't know where I am, but there's something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. I wonder if I can get in there. We're there. Doesn't seem to be anything in there, so maybe not.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Alright, so we've got a good reason to do this. Attain eternal life. That's not something that I personally would want. I don't even want to live the full human lifespan, much less an extended one. So, it's not motivating me, but I guess it's motivating this character. So we'll continue. But I tell you what, if this was me, and it said eternal life awaits you, I'd just say fuck it. I'm not doing any of this shit. Sorry, I shouldn't be negative in these videos. At least not in the games. The game videos, I shouldn't be negative. Maybe in my podcast type ones, I can be as negative as I like. But I'm going to try and keep these a little bit positive. Pretend like I'm an upbeat guy. Pretend like I've got a lot of energy. It's absolutely pretend, but I'm going to do the best I can for anyone who stumbles across this video, not knowing anything about me, not caring about my farewell event or anything like that. I'm gonna take into account the audience, which is something that I somehow have an instinct to always do, even when I'm leaving YouTube for good. Alright, so that's a bit of an issue right there. And getting this through here is going to involve a little bit of finagling, so let's try it like this. So the demo didn't have this section, so everything I'm doing here is completely new. Or maybe I can steal this jammer. No. Or maybe I can jam this through the grate. Or through the gate. Through the fence. No. So the issue with these jammers being on one side of the gate, or one side of the force field or the other, is this. You can't cheese it by grabbing it really quickly and then bringing it over to the other side. Alright, so I do need to get this over here somehow, in some way. Can't toss it. If I try and do that, I lose it. If I try and do this, I lose it. So the name of this is Peephole. I can't grab that. I can't move this. It is locked in here. Excuse me. That cough is still going. Alright. So it would appear that I can't really do anything unless there's something I'm not seeing here. Nope, doesn't work. Yeah, so what am I supposed to do here to get this through? This is locked in. I'm not able to get that out. I'm not able to take this anywhere. I'm locked in here. If I remove the jammer, place the jammer, it's locked in there. Alright, maybe there's something that I need to do in another area. There were other areas, I think. Yeah, I need to get the puzzle pieces here. And then you can do that. Okay, so this is going to get me this Tetris piece. The game, based on the demo that I played, does have some secrets, so it's worth it to look around in the corners and the nooks and the crannies. So here we go. Only the two of us. So I'm guessing that means there are two jammers, and I've got to, like I said earlier, finagle them. Yep. We'll do some jammer finagling to advance. Oops, that's not how you jammer finagle. This is how you jammer finagle. That way that's being jammed right there. And then like that. And then like that. And then like that. So how am I going to get close enough without it killing me? Interesting. Oh, I can jam from very long range. I actually, that's the solution to the other one. Okay.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.